Boxers, we went over the instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times, touch gloves. Good luck.
It wasn't a long wait, but here we are for the rematch between Tszyu, looking to exact revenge on the man he gave a world title opportunity to March 2024. And it was only right that Fundora give him a return opportunity. And here we are inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. This reminds me of the movie
Box, he can't box, he's not using the distance. God gifted height and reach. Well, guess what? He's starting to do that tonight.
Knockdown after another until it was mercifully stopped.
That was in October 2024, and there is the dark memory for Tszyu. What adjustments happened early on here as Tszyu comes out to the second round, down 10-8.
Consider how often Fundora used to give away that height advantage. An 8.5-inch reach, and tonight standing straight up, but straight up in a safe way there, protecting his chin. If he becomes the type of puncher that can get people out of here consistently, that's a dangerous thought for this division.
14 knockouts and 22 wins as it is. But he's done it from the inside, not really from the outside, as he's trying to set up Tszyu as he goes to the chest of Sebastian Fundora.
Yeah, and Tszyu's having second thoughts right now, even throwing the overhand right or left, because he knows that Fundora is ready to counterpunch. So he's got to be cautious. He's got to do the side steps, come in from an angle, not straight forward.
It's just hard because there's no safe place. I mean, there's places in the ring where you're like, I'm good here, not against Fundora.
Well, he's not doing the thing you're supposed to do against a sophomore. Hold up, he's getting
pummeled. That right hook hurt Tszyu, and here comes the barrage of punches from Fundora. But you can't get careless because Tszyu is looking for that shot.
This is the only way Tszyu knows to punch his way out of trouble.
But he's just out of range.
Big time, he's out of range. He can't let
that's a nice left hook there from Tszyu.
But he's got to keep trying. Supposed to do against a softball, which is walk to your left. He's walking straight forward.
Guys, the cut was a nightmare over the left eye that kept closing that eye. Now there's a cut over the right eye of Tszyu, and Jim Gray asked his cutman, Mark Gambit, do you have the coagulant that you need if there is a cut? They said yes. So we'll see what kind of work they're able to do in between rounds, because not only did he get dropped in the first, now there's a cut on Tszyu. I said, why no change in the cutman or trainer after your loss? He says, I'm loyal to my guys.
Go down with that punch.
And you saw Tszyu immediately pawing at that right eye. This time, it was.
Tszyu told us one of his biggest takeaways looking back at the first fight was he thought Fundora was slower and less powerful than he anticipated. Maybe that.
That's what you do against a tall fighter. You aim for the chest. Straight shots.
But you've got to cover yourself defensively because Fundora is.
He's just a different fighter.
It just makes it so easy. He's got the advantage. God-gifted advantage, the height, the reach.
But it only matters if you know how to use it, and he's really learned how to use it in this fight.
Well, you can't use it if you don't believe in it.
Exactly.
He believes in the power of his left hand.
But that's the thing. People did not believe that he could do it. And he's showing us it.
That left hand was a straight shot that hurt Tszyu once again. How will he deal with it? You've got to credit Tszyu's heart here. Whoa, another one of those exchanges.
Now this is the back and forth we expected. Tszyu may be hurt, but he is loading up with right hands.
And those are dangerous shots because Fundora's falling into him.
No side steps. There you go. Feint.
But I'm
watch to the left. That's as a sub. He's a sub. You
want to there's three combinations. All straight lefts. Here comes the right from Tszyu. Things are heating up here, but it's Fundora total control. So I'm not sure Tszyu is recovered yet from the first round knockdown.
Oh, look at that left hand. Bloody the nose of Fundora.
Now it's memories of the first fight where Fundora had to deal with that nosebleed since the second round. What a great body shot from Fundora.
Hey, win or lose moving forward, Tszyu is showing us who he is once again.
The blood of a legend courses through his vein, and now the blood of a Mexican warrior.
Downstairs, he hooks that jab. Speaking of Fundora, and just turns him. He's doing all the right things as a tall fighter.
Tszyu's doing a better job.
Yeah, that's right from Tszyu.
And that's why he gave him a second chance. He's loyal, he said.
Remember, it was Fundora who made the adjustments in the first fight to begin boxing after that cut and the impact it had on Tszyu. It's Tszyu that's making the better adjustments right now to carry some strong momentum behind those right hands.
There's another right hand from Tszyu. That was the first round that our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard, gave to Tszyu to make it a 49-45 unofficial scorecard. But Tszyu is starting to gain some momentum, a lot of confidence, his legs and his wits about him, digging to the body once again, and that's going to set up a shot over the top. This kind of first 5 rounds, and that's the way you wear down a 6'5" opponent. You go downstairs.
Yes. He's turned on the faucet of blood from the nose of Fundora once more.
Nice left there from Fundora. Doesn't have the same crack as it did earlier on in the fight, though.
And neither does his jab, to be fair. And I think some of that is just
the
two-way fighting that's happening and the result of the threat of these right hands.
And another thing, it kind of became repetitive right now what Fundora is doing. Jab, jab, straight left, jab, jab, straight left. That is why Tszyu is trying to time it.
The other thing, too, is there's the worry of having to bring it back defensively. It's not snapping anymore. And he's got to make Tszyu think before he takes that step forward.
Tszyu just never quits on himself, for better or for worse, when it gets hairy in there.
Yeah, it's time to work those shoulders as well. If you're Tszyu, you're the smaller fighter, break them down. Shoulder shots.
Combination there. Good exchange, and now from Fundora.
That's something that Canelo Alvarez does really well. Hits you on the arms, on the shoulders, and he brings your guard down.
Fundora, the tallest world champion in all of boxing, taller than any heavyweight or cruiserweight.
That right.
By Fundora, he's got to close that gap. That's the point. He's got to close the gap. Like right there, he got close enough to land that hook.
Absolutely good start for Tszyu. And Joe, the nodding of approval from Abner Mares as you were saying or giving us your analysis means you may have a future in this business.
I hope to audition for you guys one day.
You can make it happen.
All right, thanks, guys.
He's so right about that. Look at the feet. They're so planted. Speaking of Tszyu, he's got to take that step forward when he throws that right hand.
He ate 2 clean, hard left hands there from Fundora in that sequence.
And from inside range, not from the outside. That's a nice stiff jab again. He's back on the stick, is Sebastian Fundora. Ooh. Now we're getting some exchanges. Oh, there's a right hand that sends the blood flicking up in the face of Sebastian Fundora.
Tszyu is a throwback fighter. They both are. Look at this action.
And then Fundora says, you're going to hit me in the head, I'm going to go downstairs, and how about this left uppercut? He's back to the left hook from Tszyu.
The inside game. This is not the fight with Fundora, but still dangerous.
Tszyu's got to watch that uppercut there.
He's setting it up. He's trying to find just enough room. Here's Fundora, but then he gets clipped with the left hook. And now you see the flinching from Fundora.
Some fighters are just made for each other when it comes to entertaining dance partners in the sport of boxing.
You're right there, Tim. Let those punches go. Overhead right there it is.
It's over. The fight is done. Sebastian Fundora retains his belt in the rematch against Tszyu, and
still the WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, the towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora.